And
Hello.
hello, and congratulations on The Nest, a dark family drama and with enlightened performances by the main cast, especially you and Jude Law. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, you are so welcome. Now, when you saw the script by Sean Durkin, who gave us a fantastic Marcy, Martha, May, Marlene, what did you think?
Well, I thought I'd never seen marriage dealt with this way before. It felt like, first of all, it felt like a true lead, not a supporting wife part. And it felt like it was about marriage. And it didn't require a divorce, a death, infidelity. It was really, I'd never seen marriage treated that way.
You're right. Even sexual inadequacies is not really a main problem here, right?
Exactly. Yeah. It's really about the agreements that we make and whether we can transcend them. And, once we drop some of those illusions, can the marriage survive is the fundamental question. And I find the ending really hopeful, but I know some people don't.
That's right. Now let's talk about your character, Allison, who, according to her, during one of the film's finest scenes in the restaurant near the end, she shuffles poo-poo out of pig pens. Describe her to us.
Yes. Well, she's an interesting character because she not only can get dressed up and be sexy and go out and play act with her husband and sort of pretend to live a richer life than she has, but she also can muck out a pig pen and throw hay and train a horse. So I love that duality. And what it brings to the film is that Allison is the grounded one in the relationship. And she is the one that's concerned with the practical realities. But it doesn't prevent her from getting caught up in Rory's dreams. I mean, everybody wants to be with a dreamer. It's really exciting. And so I think you see, what is the thing that they're trying to save, that they were really well suited for each other.
I love, you know what, you just made me think of something. Rory, Jude Law, is the British, the dreamer, and you, Allison, the American, is the realist.
Yes, that's right. Exactly. And I think there is something to that characterization. Absolutely.
And by the way,
she's a very practical kind of Midwestern gal.
That's right. And for a brief levity, you made me want to stop the movie and smoke all the time.
Me too. I was really smoking a lot of cigarettes in England, but I'm done now.
Good. Now you and Jude Law are so good together. I was hanging on every single word. How was it working with him?
He's just wonderful. He's a theater actor like I am, and so he has a generosity as a scene partner that I really admired. But also he's a warm and open person. And as a family, the kids, Charlie and Una, who played our kids in the film, we just had an immediate chemistry. And also, frankly, it's really intimidating because when he's not on camera, you can't take your eyes off of him. So as an actor, you have to really wrestle the focus back to yourself because he's just so delightful to watch.
Oh, yeah, the house plays a major character in the film, right? I mean, it's almost like a haunted house, but the residents, the human residents inside, are the ones doing the haunting. Do you agree?
I do, yes. In some ways, the house just becomes a metaphor for their isolation. And you feel those big walls closing in on them. And I love the way that Sean Durkin is playing with genre because he's using all of the elements of horror just to give the feeling of the dissolution of this relationship. And I think it helps people feel it more palpably because he's playing with the genre there.
That's right. And also I was thinking about the period setting, the capitalistic 80s. It also plays a big part in the film, right?
Most definitely. I mean, that's feeling of striving, those questions of how we define success, this sort of trying to keep up with the people around you. I think we see that obviously now with the rise of social media. That same pressure hasn't gone away. It's just taken on a new form. And so I love that the period gives us a little bit of distance from that issue that's so present for us now, but with, a different lens. So you can sort of maybe examine it a little bit more comfortably than you would if it was just your time in your face. And also, I just think the period is handled so tastefully. Our Matthew Price, who did our costumes, and Emma Scott, who did our hair and makeup. I just think it doesn't look like it's about the 80s. It's just a grace note for the story, which is so relevant now.
You are absolutely right, because I was like, where are all the neon colors? And
the bicycle shorts. Yeah.
But yet the music is, I love the 80s music.
Yeah, it's a great soundtrack.
And you are absolutely right. The end is, there's a little hope in the end. And truthfully, I've lived 2 hours of my life with the O'Hara family. I want more. And I could see them getting together, going to the same path. Can't you?
I can. I mean, I really think that no relationship can survive when it's built on falsehoods. And I think that we get the impression that Rory and Allison probably started from a really honest and galvanizing place, and they've just gotten far away from those agreements and those conversations. Like, that's what happens when you have kids. And I love that at the end of the movie, all that is stripped away and they have the opportunity to start again. And for me, that's profoundly hopeful.
Oh, well, thank you so much for bringing hope to my life today, Miss Carrie.
Thank you. Thanks for championing our film.
Oh, and good luck and congrats again, okay?
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.